At the beginning of the movie, we got to know that 5 years ago today, Kong and Godzilla had a huge fight with each other. Godzilla defeated Kong and went into the depths of the sea, and nobody has seen him after that. Now we see the present scene where Kong seems bigger now and enjoying the water. Then we see a small girl who is a good friend of Kong. She can't hear and speak. Then we see that Kong has pulled out a tree and throws it, due to which the energy wall gets destroyed. And then we got to know that Kong was kept here so that Godzilla doesn't come here, because they will fight with each other again. Then they decided to shift Kong somewhere else because he is big now. Then we see a boy who worked in a company which makes machines and robots, and he is a hacker also. He got to know that this company is making something which should not be made, and that is why he hacked the company's data. Then he got to know that the company is shifting a huge object to Hong Kong. Then suddenly, alarms ringing, which means that Godzilla is coming. Then we see Godzilla is destroying everything and kills people. Then we got to know that Godzilla has nuclear power, and with the help of this power, he destroyed the company. Then we see the news is broadcasting on the television that Godzilla has come. And now he is changed. He is not a lifesaver anymore. Then the owner of the company tells our company is working on a project through which we can compete with Godzilla. Then we see a girl named Madison who is also watching this news. But she doesn't believe them as she knows him very well. She believes that Godzilla is still a lifesaver. Then she argues with her father and tries to make him understand that something wrong has been done to Godzilla. But her father tries to convince her that these titans are also like us, so they can change their mood as we do. In the next scene, we see that Madison is listening to the hacker's audio where he is telling about Godzilla, and then she decided to meet him and will ask him why Godzilla is behaving like this. Meanwhile, we see the owner of the company is meeting with a doctor named Nathan who is a scientist also. The owner told him that your Hollow Earth's concept was accurate, and this was the palace where Titans were born. Actually, Nathan had written a book in which he wrote that the Earth is under the Hollow Earth, and then he introduces him to a man and told him that we have found a source of energy. Then he explained that if they got this source, then they would be able to compete with Godzilla. Then Nathan asked, "How do we get there? Because my brother tried to go there and never returned back." Then we also got to know that there was no gravity at Hollow Earth. Then the owner says that we have made an anti-gravity car. He also says that each Titan has this superpower to find its home, so we must seek help from Kong. Then Nathan meets his doctor friend who takes care of Kong. He tries to explain to him that we should send Kong to his house. As soon as he gets out of here, Godzilla will attack him. His friend finally agrees. In the next scene, they take Kong to the Hollow Earth with their army and they chained him. Then that little girl gives sign to him, and she said that he is getting angry due to these chains. The leader of the army said that we wouldn't go from Godzilla's way. That female doctor agrees to him because both of them consider themselves the king of the monster. Meanwhile, Madison is going to meet the hacker with her friend. The hacker told Madison that the company is going to make a huge thing, and it will be shifted to Hong Kong once it is done. Godzilla didn't like this and destroyed the whole company. Meanwhile, the alarm is ringing in the ship. That little girl told them that Godzilla is coming, and they decided to unchain Kong. Then we see Godzilla coming towards them by destroying a ship. And then Kong started screaming because of this. Then the army attacks Godzilla with rockets and missiles, but nothing works, and he destroys their planes. Now, he is moving towards Kong's ship. He makes their ship upside down, and all of them started sinking. Then they finally unchain Kong so that he can fight with Godzilla and save them. Then both of them have a huge fight, and then Kong throws him deep into the sea. Then he straightens the slanted ship, allowing people to be saved. Meanwhile, Godzilla comes back and moves toward the ship where the girl was. Then Kong runs toward that ship and punches Godzilla very hard. Then they both fight again, and Kong throws him into the sea once again, which makes Godzilla angry, and he uses its nuclear power. After seeing this, Kong immediately jumps into the water to save his life. Now we see Godzilla's nuclear power, which makes everyone shocked. Then both of them fight in the water. Godzilla can also breathe inside the water, but Kong was like humans, so he was unable to breathe, and hence was losing this battle. Godzilla takes him deeply to kill him. Then the female doctor says that we must help Kong, otherwise Godzilla will kill him. Then they blast missile in the water, and Kong comes out of the sea to save his life. Then Nathan ordered to shut down everything so that Godzilla will think that we are no more, and they shut down everything. Meanwhile, Godzilla looks at Kong and then leaves. Then she says that if we move forward, then he will get to know that we are alive. Now how we would take Kong with us? Then Nathan replies, we will take him by flying him up. Meanwhile, Madison and her friend and the hacker enters the company to find out that what this company is going to make, which has made Godzilla angry. Then they find some eggs of a huge animal, and then suddenly their door gets locked. It was a machine where they find these huge eggs, and then this machine started running towards the Hong Kong along with the eggs. Meanwhile, the army succeeded in taking Kong to the Hollow Earth. Then they ask Kong to enter the cave, but he refuses. Then they decided that they will ask that little girl to compel him so that he goes there. Also, they will inform him that his family would be present there. Then Kong agrees and enters the cave. And then they also get into their anti-gravity car and enters the cave. There were different kind of monsters in the cave, and then one flying monster attacks their car. And he attacks that little girl and wanted to kill her, but then Kong killed him. There was no gravity on Hollow Earth, therefore everything was flying in the air. Meanwhile, Madison and her friends reach Hong Kong. They get to know about the secret weapons there, and also that company has made another Godzilla to kill Godzilla. Its name was Mecha Godzilla. Its controller was the person who was introduced by the company's owner to Dr. Nathan. To check Mecha Godzilla's powers, the skull crawler is left there. Mecha Godzilla kills the skull crawler using his powers. Here the issue is formed that they needed more power to run Mecha Godzilla, and that power was only in the Hollow Earth. This was the reason the company's owner was searching for an energy source so that he gives life to Mecha Godzilla again. In the next scene, we see that Mecha Godzilla is activated. As Mecha Godzilla becomes active, Godzilla feels it. He starts moving to Hong Kong where that Mecha Godzilla was. Hollow Earth had an energy source in its mountain. Then Kong moves there and opens its door and growls. Kong finds a weapon made from Godzilla's body there. He sits at a place with his axe like a king. Meanwhile, Godzilla reached Hong Kong, and now he was moving to Mecha Godzilla. Everyone starts running to save his life. Kong finds the energy source there, and he finds out that it can charge this axe too, because his axe worked when fully charged and becomes more powerful. Godzilla gets to know that someone has come, so he throws his nuclear power on the ground. That nuclear power pierces the ground and reaches Kong. The company's female owner plays a trick on them. She sends a sample of this energy to the company so that they can activate the Mecha Godzilla. The female doctor forbade her to do this, but she doesn't listen to her. When she realizes that Godzilla is going to come here, she starts running, but then Kong destroys her car. Godzilla gave Kong a sign of war using nuclear powers. Kong comes to Hong Kong and he attacks Godzilla when his axe gets stuck in the building. Availing the chance, Godzilla falls down to Kong and they fight a lot. Godzilla tries to kill Kong many times using his nuclear powers, but Kong saves himself and he attacks on Godzilla and injured him with that axe. Then Godzilla throws him with nuclear power, but Kong uses axe as a power and saves him again. Then they again starts fighting with each other. Then Godzilla throws him back and growls on him by putting his legs on his chest. Kong also growls and then Godzilla leaves him. Meanwhile, the owner of the company discovers the energy source. Then we also got to know that Mecha Godzilla is more powerful than the real Godzilla. And then we see that Mecha Godzilla has controlled everything, and he kills the owner of the company and his assistant too. And then he breaks the walls and comes outside of it. Then we see that Mechagodzilla and Godzilla are facing each other, and they are moving forward to fight. Mechagodzilla was powerful, so it seems like that he would defeat him. Mechagodzilla throws him away. Meanwhile, Madison and that hacker try to shut down the powers of the Mechagodzilla, but all the machines have passwords. Then we see Kong, who was injured and lying down on the earth, and he seems so weak. Then that little girl listens to the heartbeats of Kong, and she cries, and tells that he is going to die soon. Then the female doctor asks Nathan to give him an electric shock so that we can save him, and they give him some electric shocks through the anti-gravity car. Kong gets his consciousness back. Then that little girl gives him a sign and told him that Godzilla is not our enemy. He is our friend. Go and help him. And then Kong went to save Godzilla. Meanwhile, Mechagodzilla was about to kill Godzilla with his powers. But then Kong arrives there and hit him. Then Godzilla also got to know that they must fight together against Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla was so powerful and he was attacking both of them. Kong finds his axe, but it wasn't charged. He still tried to attack him, but nothing happens. Meanwhile, Madison and the hacker put water in the machines to stop them from working. Mechagodzilla got shut down for a while. Meanwhile, Godzilla charges that axe with his nuclear powers. Then Kong uses this axe and destroys each and every part of Mechagodzilla and kills him by detaching his head from his body. Mechagodzilla is dead now and everything becomes normal. But then, Godzilla and Kong saw each other and they get ready to fight each other. But they realize that they help each other, so they didn't fight. Godzilla also get back to the sea. Also, Kong enters Hollow Earth, and he also takes that little girl with him. And the movie ends here. This movie was released in 2021 and got an IMDb rating of 6.4 with 174,485 votes. Its budget was $155 to $200 million. Meanwhile, it earned $467.8 million at the box office. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.